Look, dude, all I want is one tip.
What's up, guys? Go ahead. No, Mark, you got to continue the story. Don't be a pussy like last week.
So I ended up getting it right from Vic for a really good deal of a deal.
Oh, that's
He's
good.
a good man, and it's a good product.
What did you get it for? How much did you get it for?
Like $130.
Oh, so
no, $100.
You didn't pay
$30 for shipping.
You didn't pay $900 for it.
No, I paid for overnight. Like 2-day air, so it was quick because I got to actually.
You don't think Phil's price of almost $1,000 wasn't a good price?
No, it wasn't $1,000.
All right, almost $800 then.
Yeah, almost $972.
$972.
It was like that's his problem. He doesn't understand what you say. Mm-hmm. I don't want 17 fucking tips. I just want a tip that I could put in my pole that I could fucking rinse down, low pressure, soft wash.
I don't want the fucking all the
gun,
the Ninja Turtle attachments for it.
You can pressure wash it.
I don't want you to buy an $100 Unger scrubber pad and sell it to me for fucking $10 more.
Yeah.
And fucking zip tie some shit to it and call it the SimLabs 9000. Just sell me the shit I want. Yeah. Fuck, man. What's up, everybody? Fuck China. That's great. Way to be nice.
Yeah, right out of the gate. Fuck China.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is the Squeegee Live podcast. Mark doesn't like Philip.
No, I have nothing wrong with Philip. He just doesn't understand when you tell him.
You just said you didn't like him, dude.
I'm taller, and I'm taller than him.
Yeah,
we proved that.
Everyone heard you say that you didn't like him.
No, he just doesn't listen when you ask him for something. So it's like
it's cool if you don't like him. You know, it's whatever. It's whatever, Mark. It's cool, bro. I mean, everybody heard you say it. I don't know why you're like backtracking now. You did the same thing last week.
With what?
You know.
With what? Oh, Joe?
Yeah.
Adopt a pop? Adopt a pop?
Adopt a pop.
Yeah. Oh, fuck no.
I get too much.
I don't know if there's a railroad, but that's a fucking train wreck coming down the track. Yeah.
Whoa, bro. That's a little too much, don't you think there, Mark?
No.
All right. Well, I agree.
No.
You say what you feel. So, yeah, this is the podcast. If you're watching, please like. And, subscribe.
Share with your neighbors.
Share with your neighbors.
Bring in some non-window cleaners.
Yeah, go next door. Ask the old people next door to come and watch. And, it'll be a good time, dudes and dudettes and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Me and Seth were just talking about how much you like to give dudes blowjobs. Mark, what do you think about that?
Well,
no?
It's been a while since I got a big, heavy, thick one in my mouth, so guys just fucking let me down every time. What can I say?
Yeah, baby.
All right, here's a question.
No,
Would
man, my buddy
No.
my buddy wasn't able to he was busy, man. It rained all day, so he wasn't able to get to look at my truck, man. But sometime this week I've got to get that fucking pulley replaced, man, before it fucking jams up on me. Or the alternator. He says he's not sure. He said he wants to be damn sure. Because I told him it was that pulley that you and I diagnosed, hey, it's the pulley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just glad the fucking dealerships are open. I can get oil changes. You can get start to get haircuts again. Man, it's nice. You know, super nice.
Good luck getting an appointment though, man. Them guys are.
Well, that's
up.
the problem with my truck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, I don't know what to do, man. He goes like, it rained for 3 or 4 days, and he's like, this place was jam packed. He's like, it seems like every construction worker, you know, whoever has a fleet vehicle or anything like that, trying to get their fucking oil change, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to buy a new this, new that, need parts. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just glad fucking some of it's starting to subside. It's nowhere near where it was, but at least it's starting to seem a little less intrusive.
We're starting to crank here. I started Ruth Chris on Monday again. I pick up a restaurant called High Dive two months before all this shit happened, and they were the first one to say don't do it. And she called me. She wants it cleaned by Saturday because they're opening up Saturday. So there's 2. The only one I haven't heard from is my Capital Grill, which I'm going to give them a shout next week and say, hey, what's up, you know? But and the route is in the toilet, you know. I mean,
well, yeah,
my route guy Eddie's like, everything is open, and I'm like, no, you're full of shit, man.
Yeah,
don't fucking tell me that.
I'm afraid to even go and even try to even rush back. I'm most likely gonna wait and start fresh very beginning of the month. In June, very beginning of the month, and just go to all of my storefront accounts, give them a cleaning. You know, I've gave them one free cleaning. I'm going to go back and I'm going to just treat it like, you know, any other month. And if they're not open, I'm not going to leave them a bill. They'll just get another free cleaning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just put it.
If they're open, I'm going to walk in and hand them the invoice. I feel like, and I'm just going to charge them for a month. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Yeah, it you know, like I said, I think we're all going to come back a little bit smaller, but there'll be more opportunity. You know, within 6 months, because some guys might not come back.
Dude, I got a fucking job I never thought I was going to get. I got a fucking, I got a big ass, I got a 5-story building, 3 sides to do.
Oof. Yeah?
Yeah, by myself, yeah.
You better get that coffee can fucking pole out here.
No, I've got a lift. I'm going to lift it out and I'll crank it out in no time. Take me a couple evenings to do. No big deal. Lift right around the bitch. Done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was that one of the new buildings or something you were talking about that you were getting?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I picked up a 3-story too, so a 5 and a 3. It's like maybe like a 4.5. Let's say that, like 60 feet maybe, 65 foot. I don't know, something like that. 60, 65 foot, somewhere around there. Fuck, I'll rent a 30-foot lift and fucking use my sim pole from a basket if I want. I'll do whatever the fuck I want, Mark.
Clean it.
Yeah, you will. I'll bet you will. You're such a rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to hang a Biden flag out of that lift.
Yeah, I know. I won't do that. That's gay.
Can I sniff your windows?
Yeah. Can I sniff your windows?
I lost an account the other day. They had a fucking Biden sign in their window, and I just charged them an extra $100 because I fucking didn't want to deal with them. I'm like, oh, this person's going to be a huge cunt. I'm all set.
Oh, yeah. No, I just want to fucking throw a brick through the window.
You have 3 giant, I don't care who it is, but if that's in your front window, you're going to talk politics with me, and that's in the way.
Yeah.
So I just don't fucking want it.
Even if it's a Trump flag, it doesn't matter. If you're proudly displaying that shit like that, I'm not trying to hear it, dude.
Yeah.
Even though we might even agree on some shit, I still ain't trying to hear that shit, dude. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm tired of hearing about coronaviruses and Donald Trump. He's going to be the president 4 more years. Get the fuck over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get the fuck over it, you know?
It's fucking crazy.
Right.
I'm sick.
You know.
Yeah. They just broke up the plan here, which is basically like 12 weeks, and everything will be open back up. I'm like, oh, only 12 weeks when the summer's over.
Yeah.
We made all of our tourist money that we're not going to fucking get.
Right. Well, they're already canceling fucking 4th of July fireworks displays around here. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's cool because I'm taking. We've decided that if we get any more stimulus money, we're going to the fireworks store and we're gonna fucking buy a fucking $1,200 worth of fucking fireworks.
Yeah, the big shit.
Light up that fucking neighborhood.
Well, here, I got a card, so when I buy one, get two free.
Yep.
So normally we drop like 500 or 600 on the whoop-de-whoop fucking mortars, and you get like 3 packages of them. So you got like fucking 50 mortars going ka-doom, ka-doom for hours. That's the way to do it.
The first year, my kids were like, Dad, could you get us fireworks? You get your fireworks. So I bought like one of them packs that has a couple mortars, got all the stupid shit that sparkles. Then the next year they're like, no, we just get mortars. Just spend the money on mortars.
That's what to do, yeah.
I walk in there, I say, I want the biggest, baddest mortars you got. And then, dude, the thing is, my kids probably like this. After about 5 of them, then they're tying all that shit together, trying to get 7 to go off at the same fucking time. Kids are burned up.
What we do is we drop the cheese on the mortars because you can get like 2 or 3 of them usually. It depends. Yeah. And then we go Roman candles because those are fun to shoot at each other. And then we get the big giant rolls of firecrackers. Yeah. And we throw them up in this maple tree in my cousin Brian's backyard. You met cousin Brian. Through the fucking, so we just throw the roll up there and like that, fucking blow the tree up. It's fun, man. We have a great time, dude. We have a good ass time. I might even film our 4th of July party this year. I might do that this year because I bet you it's gonna be a fucking banger this year.
Yeah,
most likely.
Hell yeah, man! Everyone's just pumped to get the
fuck. Bro, it's gonna be lit.
Being a kid, riding your bikes, firing Roman candles at each other, slightly 3rd degree burning your friends in the face. That was the best.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't
Mark just got in trouble. Ooh.
No, she's looking for her glasses.
Mark just got in trouble.
Mark's in trouble.
I don't get in trouble.
She said, keep your voice down.
Ooh. Yes, you just don't acknowledge it.
She says, I get in trouble, I just don't acknowledge it.
Just so you know, we can hear it through the microphone, Slick Rick.
Rick.
You know what I'm saying? When your wife talks and comes in the room, we can hear her before you do. And
that's
then
fine.
Like we have to hear you recall shit all the time.
I ain't got no.
Me and Seth were talking. You just turned 58, right?
Yeah, 59. Actually, I'm 62 this year. Yeah.
You qualify for Social Security.
Yeah!
I'm getting ready to retire.
There you go.
How old are you, Mark? 51?
I am 53.
53? Fuck, you're old as shit.
Yep.
Fucking old ass motherfucker. Yep.
Fucking 10 years from now, I won't even be doing podcasts. I'll be in bed.
I'll squish your fucking head like a grape.
Yeah, you got like 5 years left to do that to me. Then those arthritic hands are just going to come out.
Dude. That's the one thing. Look, I'll be honest. As you get older, you don't realize it because it's so gradual. You lose your hand strength. Like, dude, I used to be able to lift like anything. Yeah. I'd be in my shop, I'd pick up a fucking transmission and put it on a workbench. I might hurt myself, but I'd get it up there. Now, okay, get the chain frog, you know. Like, I told my wife, I want a forklift. And she goes, what the fuck do you want a forklift for? And I go, so I could pick shit up. And she's like, well, what are you going to pick up? I go,
whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I go, I will bring the fucking empty garbage cans in with that motherfucker.
Yeah, whatever I want to do with it.
Yeah.
You put 1 gallon of windshield washer fluid on there and just pick it up.
Yeah. Put your fucking car on the roof, you know?
Yeah, fucking, I'm looking forward to, I'd like to fucking find a camper, man, to be honest with you. Nothing big or nothing, you know what I mean? Nothing extravagant. Like a night. I mean, it's going to have to be like on a Ford van platform for it to be worth a fuck. Because if you buy anything Chevy, it's fucking trash as fuck.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? So
guaranteed
you got to buy.
Ruin your camping day.
Yeah. So I want to find a. You know what I'm talking about? Like a regular old fucking white trash fucking motorhome. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
she's talking like not a toe behind, but like them old school, camper van.
Yeah,
big old fucking Airstream. That
like
big
a
old
F-350,
like
F-350, F-450 fucking van or something like that with the.
Oh yeah, like the E350s with like the chairs in the back.
Yeah.
I fucking loved those. They still got the carpet on the.
Dude, I love fucking camping, man. I love it, dude. I used to go all the time when I was younger. I was always in the woods when I was younger. Fucking all the time, man. That's all we did. We used to fall asleep around the fire in lawn chair, and you remember back in the day, the beach chairs, the loungers, they fold in 3 sections, and they got the 2
now
feet
they have
under.
now they have the zero gravity loungers. Those are badass.
Those are the best.
We have those at my camp. I could sleep in that. You ever sat in one of them?
No, I just use them old school ones because I'm not no pretentious fucking bitch like you guys. But anyways, back to my story. We used to fucking like throw marshmallows and shit up our chests and shit, and put like food, hot dogs, and so that raccoons would and we'd try to see how many raccoons we can get on one guy and get a picture with the Polaroid. It was awesome, dude. We used to have good times, man.
That is a good
buddy
time,
in North Carolina could probably hook you up, TJ. Hook me up with what? What was I looking for? Oh, camper. Man. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he could. That motherfucker, eBay 9000. Oh, yeah, he might even be selling the addition to his shed. I don't know.
You mean the lean-to?
Man, listen, we're not going to be mean to him.
Why?
Like you were the last time. You told him. I mean, he doesn't still need to suck your pee-pee, does he? Or your balls?
If it's for integrity and loyalty, he does.
Wow, dude! Well, I don't understand why you got. Well, I don't understand why you got to be so fucking mean, bro.
It bothered me that it was just like came on.
Man,
like,
dude, I don't.
Like, blah blah blah.
Blah,
I wasn't saying shit about him at all. I didn't say anything, and then he's just. If you have a problem, like the fuck are you gonna do? What are we gonna yell at each other on the internet? It's fucking stupid.
That right there sounded like he might have been gargling jizz when he was saying it was a real wet one. It was a real wet gargle.
Yeah, it's what happens when you drink semen.
I don't know, dude. This podcast is fucking.
Here we go. Now we're gonna say how much the podcast sucks.
This podcast fucking sucks, man.
Hey, we are. What are we?
17 minutes.
17 minutes.
This podcast fucking sucks, man. This is the worst podcast
we
ever
did.
This is the worst podcast we ever did, dude. This is so bad.
Oh my god. So what do you guys got? Any plans for the long weekend? I know it's limited to what we can do, but
is there a long weekend?
Memorial Day is Monday,
man. We're gonna get litty like a titty, son.
Damn right, son.
Yeah. Actually, I'm probably gonna lay in bed a lot. No, I'm probably gonna I'm gonna accomplish some things on this Memorial Day weekend, I think. I'm gonna get that pool torn down in my backyard so I can get ready to I'm getting ready to dig a hole to put my I'm gonna make my above ground pool an halfway in ground pool. I'm going full white trash, high class white trash. That's my fucking thing now. Look, hey, if you guys want any high class white trash T-shirts, hit me up. I'm gonna start a new line of branded T-shirts instead of Squeegee Life. I'm gonna get something so people can identify. Something else people are gonna identify. Just regular people, high class white trash. I'm gonna hook y'all up. If you want like another ethnicity done, you have to send me what you want, and I'll print it for you and send it back to you because I'm not saying it, and I'm definitely not writing it anywhere.
You have to come up with the idea that we're both thinking.
Yeah. Whatever you guys want to do, whatever you guys want to do, let me know.
I'd take a high class. What's that? High class white trash.
Yeah, that's great, man. It's great. High class white trash.
I would take a guy with a mullet drinking champagne.
Speaking of high class white trash, Lewis Coatney, thank you for your shirt order. Lewis ordered a fucking shitload of shirts for his business from us, so thank you, Lewis. You're a sweetheart. What's his nuts up there? Cameron Kidd, my fucking main man, 50 grand. Cameron Kidd bought a couple more fucking support your local window cleaner Stranger Things shirts like a fucking beast. Mark has still never ordered a t-shirt from me.
That's about right.
I think the only Squeegee Life shirts Mark owns are ones I've given him.
Ordering shirts is the limit.
Right.
Yeah, fucking fulfill it.
Right. You cocksucker. I'm only giving you a hard time. You know I would never charge you for them anyways, you faggot.
Of course I would pay you for them.
I don't want them, you bitch. Regular people don't listen to this. No. But, yeah, I think I've kind of narrowed down the podcast shirt. The what you want to call it? The Patreon shirt. I've narrowed it down. I've got it's super hard to come up with something patriotic, but it's going to kind of be, I'm going to just use the colors, red, white, and blue in some kind of way. I'm going to try to figure that out. But the back of the shirt's probably going to have something to do with this being the worst podcast ever. Because, like putting, you know what I mean? So it'll probably be something about worst podcast ever. Might even be hashtag worst podcast ever, dude. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But, it'll be patriotic. It'll be a free t-shirt. So,
I'm not saying that the original Outlaw Window Cleaner podcast didn't start all this shit, but it does seem that there's a bunch more podcasts now than there were 2 years ago when it started this. But I've scrolled around whenever I see one come up, and a lot of pressure washing ones and shit like that, and they'll put you to sleep. At least we laugh here. Some of them are just, they're gonna beat that.
Your EDM and your marketing. Oh.
Yeah, make sure everybody, hey everybody, when you get a t-shirt, a Squeegee Life t-shirt from Squeegee Life, make sure you thank Jennifer. Not me. I didn't do anything. I just come up with the design. She's the one that does all the fucking work. I'm just like, can you do this? And she'd be like, yeah. You know what I mean? And then I'll give her a design. She'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? Like the Metallica shirt, she was fucking super mad about that, bro. Super mad. And then I told her Seth wanted 80 fucking shirts done. She's like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, nah. That motherfucker wants like a bunch, dude.
You sent me pictures of the boxes.
Yeah.
And then her sweating stuff, I was like, oh, fuck, man. I was just like,
both these boxes,
year's worth of shit.
Yeah, these boxes, I bet you, dude. Listen, fucking, I'm telling you, they probably weighed 30, 40 fucking pounds a piece, Mark. Those fucking boxes of shirts that Seth ordered.
When I was up there, Seth, she was just finishing your shirts. Mm. She hadn't left that back room in about 7.5 days. Hadn't eaten, hadn't gone to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. It was like 200 degrees from the way they pressed those things on, and she was just nonstop slaving at it, buddy.
If I see her,
it's like a Chinese sweatshop in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm buying her like a meal.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm real sorry. Here, whatever your favorite drinks are, they're on me, and whatever you want to eat is on me. Jennifer's
an all-American girl. She likes steak, potatoes, baked preferably with some grilled shrimp, and a Miller Lite in a long neck bottle. She likes that.
I can do that. So yeah, if Atlanta happens this year,
but she'll drink Busch Light out of a fucking can. You know what I mean? She'll drink a 40 of Mad Dog 2020. You know what I mean? She's down to party. She's
afraid of it when she's done with that Mad Dog 2020?
I don't fuck with Jen, dude. Like for real.
Girls drink Mad Dog 2020 like they fighting everybody. They got a lighter in their hand. They're ready to go.
Right. Yeah. The podcast's been on Spotify for a while, Jason. We're not Joe Rogan. We're not going to get $100 million fucking deal for going exclusive there. It's just on there for free. But if you download Spotify, I know that's where Jason Snyder listens to it, is Spotify podcast. It's on Spotify podcast. It's on Apple, iTunes, and Podbean, and YouTube, and all that good shit. So I was just getting ready to ask how much were a few company shirts. Whatever, motherfucker. Quit lying, Henry. You fuck. You straight pulling piece of shit. Did you guys see that comment thread? That dude fucking roasting Henry, saying he's like, oh, that's fucking terrible. You fucking suck. You straight pulling old piece of shit and all this. I mean, just roasting Henry. Yeah. I let it go for a little bit, and then I just kicked him out of Outlaw Window Cleaner group and fucking deleted it. I was just like, you fucking piece of shit.
Well, have you seen this? There's a
He's
new
like,
thing
there's
going
no
around.
way. He's like, there's no way you're doing straight pulls without streaking. Man, listen, bro. I was like, listen, dude, I got news for you. There's a fucking old dude that's probably in his 60s that comes around here with a fucking wooden stick, a boar's hair brush, and a white bucket that looked like it's got chicken grease on the fucking outside of it, and a brass squeegee, busting shit out. And only thing he wipes is his squeegee. He don't wipe the window. He don't wipe shit. There's no streaks, no drips from the top, straight pulls from top to bottom. And he's a fucking beast with that shit. Fast. Yeah. He's almost as fast. He's fast as me. I mean, we all know how old dudes fare against me.
I knew this was gonna go. All right, that's all good.
What? I'm just saying that world championship belt that the IWCA gave away, that's a fucking fake championship.
Yeah, fucking
doesn't count. I wasn't there.
That shit ain't even real. So I ain't even trying to hear that shit. This is the world's fastest window cleaner. Bullshit. He's the fastest dude at the hotel that day. That's it.
Dude, I told you. All them guys
just
keeping
all that
it
shit
real.
Up
there, they weren't there in 2004, 2005 when the boatload of
motherfuckers overseas ain't
French
no joke.
guys, them French guys and them Oriental motherfuckers. Dude, they cleaned the
Oriental.
fucking... We were practicing, and those guys showed up.
Oriental.
87 years old?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
The only thing Oriental is a rug.
What the fuck, bro? Orientals? The Orientals? Jesus Christ. Dude! What the fuck?
Here it is.
Mark, stop, dude. Dude, you gotta stop that.
I don't know where the fuck they come from.
You can say Asia. Just say Asian, motherfucker.
Fucking area. It's like
your guy walks up.
This motherfucker said Oriental.
Yeah, I said ornamental.
Motherfucker, dude.
You see them?
This fucking guy, I swear to God. I'm surprised I still have a fucking YouTube channel. I'm honestly. The shit that Mark Tanner says. We're going to have to make a deal for Spotify soon because we're going to get kicked off of fucking YouTube because of fucking Mark. Ornamental. You know those ornamentals.
You know.
Jesus Christ. Man, dude. I don't even know, guys.
But Asian people are definitely fucking super fast at cleaning windows.
Oh, dude. Those guys just show up and it's like unbelievable.
I can't stop laughing.
Everything. Like, oh, watch me do this.
Fucking Mark, I swear to God.
Most person ever.
Mark fucking Tanner, man.
Fucking Oriental.
Mark Tanner, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Tanner. Fuck that punk ass bitch. These Florida cleaners were flat out tickets. What? What's so funny?
Yeah, Seth's over here losing it.
What, Orientals?
Yeah.
He's
My grandpa.
I know, dude. That's what I'm saying.
That's what they fucking are.
No, they're not. They're fucking Asian.
Asian.
Fuck.
It's different.
I don't know, like fucking 100 years of like 100 years of fucking ethnic and fucking racial progression. You fucking Jim Crow motherfucker. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I swear to fucking God, dude. What's your favorite band? Leonard Skinner, yeah! Woo!
I hear that shit you listen to.
You want?
That hippity hoppity music over there.
Shit about rolling around on 26 and
hey, listen,
stupid
bro.
ass gangster
Listen,
shit.
bro. Listen, we're gonna stop talking before you slip up and say something.
Yeah, you better do this to something more politically correct.
Jesus Christ. Mark Tanner, man.
No need for political correct, but Oriental is like
not it, dude. Yeah, it's just not it, dude. It's not it, man. It's not it. I'm gonna grow me a mullet and find me some ornamentals. Jesus Christ, man. Dude. Mark is the most offensive man in window cleaning. He went from the richest man in window cleaning to the most offensive real fast.
Yeah, if that wasn't a fucking crash.
Yeah, dude.
Key John's fucking statement.
Yeah. Leonard Skinner.
Woo!
Worst day of my life when I cut my mullet. These son of a bitches are making me wear cargo shorts. I can't even wear my jorts no more.
I forgot about the switch.
You know Mark's got a hat. You know Mark's got a USA hat from Walmart. It's got an eagle on it. It says USA in the background. It's got a bald eagle.
Walmart.
He's got. No. You know he does.
No.
He's got a fanny pack. A free fanny pack from like.
Huh? No, I never wore a fanny pack.
No.
Yeah, free fanny pack from Rock on the Dock or some shit like that. No. Sponsored by WLCP or WMMS or some shit like that. Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah. That's you, dude. That's you. That's you, all right. Fuck me. Fucking Orientals, motherfucker. I just can't get over it, man.
So good. The Oriental people came and on the rickshaws fucking came over and cleaned windows.
I once had this Chinese restaurant that I used to clean when I worked with my dad. Mm-hmm. It was 25 years ago, maybe better. And I used to wash the outside, and you couldn't do the inside. It was all painted red on the inside, so we never did any inside. And I walked around the back of the restaurant to collect, the money. And he looks at me and he's like, I hand him the invoice, and he goes, you window cleaner? And I said, yes. And he goes, I'm just telling you the way he fucking talk, okay? So he goes, he legitimately says to me, are you here to correct? And I go, what? And he goes, are you here to correct? And I go, is there a problem? Everything looks good to me. He goes, you'll correct your money? Yeah, some fucking money, man. Some fucking money, Miyagi.
Fuck, man. I swear, dude. I don't even know how we keep doing this. I gotta be honest, man. I gotta watch myself in public, man. I gotta be ready to fucking box at any moment. Yeah. This motherfucker, dude, for real, man. This motherfucker's always saying some stupid shit. Seth's telling Henry Hardy to suck his dick. Mark's calling fucking Asian people Orientals, and Mr. Miyagi and that other fucking word I'm not gonna use again. Fuck me, dude. This is fucking terrible, man. This is definitely getting pulled down for community guidelines standards. We're definitely getting flagged on this one. Lee just came his pants right there. He's like, oh God, oh Perry's face, oh. That's what Lee just did on Perry's face. Pow! Is that Mark? Is that your fucking phone that's doing that all the time?
The POW, yeah.
Why? Turn your fucking ringer off, you piece of shit. Be respectful of the podcast and the listeners, you fucking piece of shit. We got 16 people watching and only 7 people like this fucking video. That's the problem with my YouTube channel. I should have fucking 1,000 subscribers right now, but you guys don't fucking engage. You don't like the videos. You don't hit the fucking bell for notifications. You don't comment. I'm fucking tired of it. I bust my ass on these fucking videos. Gotta fucking upload them. It takes me like 9 days to upload a fucking video to YouTube because the coronavirus has made the fucking internet sick for some reason. Has anybody else noticed how the internet doesn't work anymore now? Like
my internet sucks lately.
Yeah. The fucking
really
the government is throttling our fucking the government is throttling our fucking internet because of the coronavirus and the news and shit. And what else is it? Why is the internet so shit right now? You know what I mean?
I don't know. It just sucks.
Oh, TJ, I got my first rescreen job tomorrow after watching you the other day. Awesome, man. You don't have to lie to make friends, but that's cool, dude. You'll make some fucking money on rescreening, man. Rescreening is a fucking real nice, especially like I buy rolls of screen like 100 foot at a time, and you could really make some fucking cheese that way. You get like a $47, $50 for 100 foot roll of screen and 2 screens, you can fucking pay that money back. You know what I mean? Reuse the spline. Most of the times you can, sometimes you can't, but spline's not that expensive. You know?
there's a little bit of startup cost, but other than that, and also the thing that you're going to do that nobody else is going to do is you can pick them up and drop it off.
Yeah.
No hardware store, no rescreening places doing that.
Rescreening?
Rescreening. Rescreening place.
Service business tips for you. Hi. Thanks for your service business tips and all the help you do for the community. We really aren't that podcast. We talk about big penises. That's what we talk about here.
Big ones.
Big, fat, juicy ones. Yeah, man, if you add, I mean, if you, like, there's some cheats, you know what I mean? Like, I built some screen frames the other day, like, from scratch. I had to build 4 screens. And sometimes if you don't watch what you're doing, them fuckers will be all like accordions. They'll be flipping back and forth. What I like to do is throw a piece of excess old channel. You know what I mean? You buy a screen building kit, you know, whatever you don't need. Throw a couple pieces in the field where you're going to mow the you know, before you tighten the spline in. You throw a couple pieces of screen channel in there to, you know, to take the tension out, because when it's bowed down, when you roll it out, it'll pop on you. But if you stick something in there, it won't do that. It won't go over tight. Remember, you heard that here first, bitch.
It's true. That's the way to do it.
That's the way to fucking do it, you motherfuckers.
I won't watch that. And when you had the screen like 3/4 of the way done, you cut the screen. I felt that. I was like, I've done that so many fucking times.
Oh yeah, dude.
God damn. This whole fucking thing over. It's
dude.
The worst.
I did. I think like 14 or 15. I can't remember what it was. 14 or 15 fucking screens, and I was like, I don't know, like 8 or 9 deep. And I'm just cruising, and I'm fucking like, man, I'm almost done. And then I'm down to I did it fucking twice, back to back, Sunday. So I did the one screen job. You know, I just fucked up the one, you know, but I redid it and took it back. They were happy. They paid me. And then I did the one Sunday, you know, because the guy wanted them fucking Monday. And I get there Monday, and the motherfucker's not there to pay me.
I fucking hate that shit.
Oh, I was real mad. Real mad about that. Real mad about that. He's going to call to have his windows cleaned, and I'm going to be like, man, it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
It's going to be
You're
a
going to
while.
have to give me that credit card information up front, dude.
Yeah. Ooh, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while, my dude. It's going to be a while. Unfortunately, it's going to be a minute.
It's great rainy day work, though. Like, if you get screens on a regular basis, it's great work.
Well, especially if you like run a little advertisement, we'll pick them up and drop them off. They fucking eat that shit up, boy. Eat that shit up.
Especially now with everybody home, everyone's seeing every little imperfection they have at their house. And like, just looking to get shit done.
And with all the rain, I've been getting tons of gutter cleaning calls.
It hasn't been done in 2 years, and I have fucking trees growing in it. You're like, oh, fun.
7 window screens and a sliding door. Hell yeah. Yeah, I build screens. I build screen doors, like sliding glass screen doors. I'll fucking build one of those for you, too. Just order the kit. You can order kits online. I usually have 1 or 2. I have, you know, I kind of keep 2 different styles. Build a screen.
Where do you get your kits from online?
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Home Depot. They come in 4 pieces. They ship real easy. You know what I mean? You just got to cut them down to length. You know, I just use a miter box, you know, like a regular old chop saw with a fucking regular old wood blade in it, because with the carbide tips, I don't give a fuck. It cuts anyways. Zip that aluminum on the miter saw. Fucking it puts it together, screw it in. They come with really nice metal wheels. You can even get you know, replacement splines for the screen door to roll on. You can get replacements of those too. You just crimp them and then tap them on with a hammer. There's a lot of cool stuff. I did when I first started. I had a bunch of little add-ons like that. I used to reglaze windows too. Fuck, that was the stupidest thing I ever did with my entire life. Was
reglaze.
Oh yeah.
Fucking hate reglazing. We have all those like old cut ups.
Yeah.
Where like everything needs, you got to take out all the putty, fucking scrape it off and put it in. It's like
you always chance cracking a window that way.
Oh, always.
I hate
always.
that. Can you pull all the old? I'm just like, oh my god. Sure.
That's that shit that never hardens, right? It's like
no, it hardens. no,
yeah,
it hardens.
does it?
Oh yeah.
I've never messed with that.
It takes a little while, but it does. But it's like you get like, especially when we have like the old 12 over 12s. It's like you did the first section, and like you thought you were gonna do the window in like 2 hours, and you're there fucking 4 hours later. Like, God damn it, this window.
Dude. Yeah, dude. Dude,
I did anything money when I opened my business, like fucking anything.
I did a reglaze job on the island about 12 or 13 years ago. We're over on the island. I pre-measured, like I was over there 2 weeks before, pre-measured this piece of glass because they had a broken window. I take that window out, reglaze it, the fucking top sash gives loose and drops down and fucking cracks, busts the fucking bottoms, and I'm stuck on an island.
Yeah.
You ain't get no glass over there. Dude, it cost that piece of glass was $135. Cause I had to order, I had to call the glass dude to get him to cut it. Then I had to have him run it to the fucking to the boat. Then I had to pay the fucking boat to fucking, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? All that piece of glass cost me a shitload of money. And it was like fucking 16 by 20 or something like that. $130. Because of the freight and the rush. I'm just like, and the delivery. I'm just like, you gotta be.
Yeah, what's that normally like a $30 piece of glass?
Yeah, dude.
Shit like that?
Man. No, it was probably like $10 or $12, man. It was not. I mean, it's single pane glass. That shit ain't that expensive. Yeah.
That fucking blows, dude.
I used to. I did a lot of insulated glass replacement too. Those are real easy too. Most of those commercial, you just pop that shit off. I used to do a bunch of those for the when I used to maintain apartment buildings. A lot of them were Section 8 homes, and you couldn't have insulated glass that was fogged. You had to replace that shit. They had to be, you know what I mean? You couldn't have, you had, you know what I mean? Everything had to be up to snuff. Like, you couldn't have cracked outlet covers, no busted plugs, you know what I mean? No, fucking lime scale buildup on the hot water tank. You had to fucking pull everything off, put a new water tank in, fucking put dielectric unions on them, you know what I mean? You had to do I fucking hated that shit. Usually they, like, this one time, I don't know if I've ever told this story on the podcast, but we had this one building. Most of them were like 3 stories, like a basement unit, a middle floor unit, like, first floor, and then, like the 3rd floor. And this guy lived on the 3rd floor. In the back, there's like there's 4 apartments per level, 3 levels.
Yep.
And people on the 3rd floor are like, man, our toilet won't flush. And the guy on the 2nd floor below him, it's like, man, our toilet won't flush. So, me being who I am, I'm like, well, I'm going to go upstairs with the toilet auger, and Bob, the guy I worked with, one of the other maintenance guys, Bob, goes down to the basement because he's like, it's most likely somebody in the basement. You know what I mean? So, or the guys, the basement apartment is most likely because all those motherfuckers are all in the same trunk. You know what I mean? That's one line there. And Bob walks into the apartment, I guess, and like he hits me up on the Nextel, the chirp phone, and I'm like, yo, what up? And
Nextel,
the Nextel phone. And I'm like, yo, what up? He's like, dude, I gotta go outside. I can't do this. He's like, you'll never believe this. And I meet him out front, and he's like, dude, this guy's been backing up to his toilet. And I'm gonna puke just talking about it. He's backing up to his toilet. Is so close. He shit so much in his toilet that it was literally over the top of the tank of the toilet. It was full. It was full. And it was on the floor. Like, it looked like a shit emoji. Like a 3.5 foot tall, like 4 foot tall shit emoji. I'm not kidding.
Like Tate's pants.
It's like a mound of shit. I'm not kidding you. And Bob fucking pulls back the shower curtain. In the shower, the bathtub's full of piss and shit too. I've never seen anything like it in my life. The guy that owned the property,
Now, how
our
long
boss.
he'd been living that way.
Oh
for
yeah,
quite some
yeah.
Months.
Yeah, months.
Shit.
Months. He had been living like this, dude.
Dude,
I
when
mean,
you
the
opened
apartment
the door
was-
to the apartment, I would have
It
been
was
like,
foul. It was foul. We always, I thought, in that building, we hardly ever got any service calls. You know what I mean? The only time we go in there is just for routine maintenance checks on the boiler or whatever. So, it'd been like we did that quarterly. We didn't, and it was the summertime too. Jen knows this story. I've told Jennifer this story before. It was Bob Fisher. It's happy birthday today to Bob Fisher. Today's Bob Fisher's birthday, actually. But, yeah, dude, I'm never in my life, dude. Like, I'm not, like, shit up to the tank. The top of the tank. And pissing shit in the bathtub, man.
So...
I told the dude that owned the property, they had to call somebody because I wasn't doing it.
Like a hazmat.
Yeah, I told him straight up. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not touching none of that. I'm not doing nothing with. He's like, you guys know plumbing. He hired me because I had my plumbing knowledge. My grandfather was a journeyman plumber, and I was my grandfather's eyes because my grandfather couldn't see for shit. So I was his eyes and hands, and when I couldn't tighten it, he would put the bear jaws on it. He was still strong, he just couldn't see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I could have probably been a plumber. I probably could have passed the test. I easily, most likely, but
I mean, what do you even do with something like that? Who do you
go outside and fucking puke, dude.
No, I know, but how do you
They
clean up that
they called in like ServPro or fucking somebody like that. Disaster.
Like disaster recovery.
Yeah, you gotta have them dudes that go in and like scoop the body off the floor type folks. You know what I mean? I've never seen, dude. I refuse to go in there. Dude, no. The pictures were enough. I was like, that's good enough for me. I walked right like down to the middle of the hallway and stopped. I could see the shit on the floor. When I was walking down the hallway, I could see into the bathroom and turned around. I instantly almost threw up.
Okay, but at what point did this guy call? People were complaining about the smell.
He didn't call. No, the people called because their toilet was stopped up.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So, some of that shit could be their shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it could be 2 different floors worth of shit, and he just going in there shitting and pissing too. He's shitting and pissing in the bathtub. Dude, what's wrong, Seth? Dude, it's the growth. Dude.
The combined shit.
Until you do a job like that, like people like talk about window cleaning is hard and fucking this is hard and that's hard. Listen, man, I'm not trying to hear that fucking shit, man. Until you've had to deal with humanity, you know what I mean? And the people, they were fucking rude. They were entitled. They were fucking nasty. You know what I mean? Some of them were sweet as fucking shit. They're great fucking people. But the majority of people fucking suck. You know what I mean? And having to deal with them fucking sucked. It sucked.
When I was 15, my dad was head of maintenance for a fucking nursing home and a project in Boston. And he used to make me work for him in the summer times. And my job was to wash down the wheelchairs that people took shits in. And that was my first job fucking ever. And I worked with a small Haitian dude, and his name was Bobo. And Bobo was like 4'8" and would gag every time we were cleaning wheelchairs. And I still, when I hear you gag, I think of Bobo, and it immediately makes me like nauseous. And that was my first job. I got paid fucking $7.25 an hour or some shit like that.
You know what else? You know what else makes me gag? Is and it gets me every fucking time. And my old boss used to do it to me all the fucking time. Is curdled milk.
Oh yeah.
Like if you put a bottle of milk, like you get milk in the morning, and you toss it up, and you toss it up in the fucking front of the truck there, you know what I mean? And you're out working, cleaning windows. You come back to the truck and it's like fucking buttermilk, like it's cooked.
That ball of cheese.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
just seeing it in the bottle makes me want to fucking gag.
Here's a funny story.
It's everything. I'm trying not to fucking do it right now.
This is ties together. I told you this story. My neighbor Bill, when I had an apartment, he didn't feel like walking to the dumpster to throw his trash out, so he had like a gallon of milk with like a quarter gallon in it, and between our units was the power room, and it was 1 story, and the apartments are 2 stories, so it was I was here, he was here, and then right in the middle was the one-story power unit. He threw the fucking gallon of milk up on top of the roof. Well, like 4 months later, I see him, goes to my truck, grabs a section ladder, climbs up on the roof. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I got to get that milk. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Dude, it came down after sitting there for 6 months, clear liquid with a big ball of cheese, right? He puts it in a brown paper bag. We take it to the mall, and we dump it in the plants, right? He just takes the top off. Dude, it literally went... When he opened it up, turns it upside down in the bag, just turns the bag and the milk down upside down and drops it into the plants. And he's like, now let's watch. Dude, we sat back at one of the other planters just laughing our ass off because...
Yeah, I think you've told... I think I remember you saying something about that before.
Here's this same guy is now a paramedic, right?
Yeah.
And I saw him a year ago or so, so I'm like, Bill, so what's the nastiest thing you've come across as a paramedic? And he goes, dude, this guy... He was like 400 pounds. He was on some kind of drugs, and he fell down in his apartment, and he couldn't get up. And he was there for about 2 days or so. He had shit and pissed all over himself, completely naked, right? So someone heard commotion coming from the unit. So they called the paramedics. They went in there with the police, got in, and this guy's just rolling around in his own shit. So they can't just leave him. So Bill's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this guy? He goes, I go in the bedroom and I grab the bed sheet, big white fucking bed sheet, king size bed, and we roll him up into this fucking bed sheet, put him on a one of the a gurney or whatever you call that, the rolling thing, and they bring him into the fucking hospital, right? So I'm like, well, what do you do with that? And he goes, well, they have an area out there where with a hose you fucking rinse it off. He's like, that shit ain't going back in my ambulance. So apparently all the paramedics, they know all the same they go to 4 different hospitals. So what do you got for us this time, Bill? And he goes, I got a shit burrito for you. They roll this fucking guy out covered in shit. He goes, here, you can fucking have it.
Mark is the king of stories with all of the details. Like, there's not one detail. He'll even goes into sub-subjects. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he'll start to explain, like hospitals and how they work to try to get a story across. You know what I mean?
2 hours to burn here, man.
No, we're getting off here early tonight. Fuck these assholes. Building fences and roofing are gnarly. I've had some weird jobs. I baled hay, or stacked hay, I should say, on a back of a fucking trailer. That fucking sucked the most ass. I've worked in a slaughterhouse.
Well, that's got to be bad.
Yeah, I pulled trap. I was a trap house tender. Trap and skeet sporting clays. That was my very first job when I was like 12 or 13. A carpenter, of course. I've tore off roofs and put them back on. I was a maintenance guy. I cleaned out sewage digesters. I don't know if you know what a sewage digester is. Like when they treat, they're those big concrete they look like miniature Metrodomes.
Yeah, they full of shit.
Well, there's there's raw ones, and then once the sewage is treated, it's put into a digester where it breaks down. You know what I mean? And once it breaks down enough, you know what I mean? They pump it all out and they like spread it in fields and shit.
Really?
Yeah, what you got to do is take a 4-inch trash pump and put on a wetsuit, stick a ladder in there, put on a wetsuit, drag that 4-inch pump out into the middle of one of those big-ass motherfuckers with a fire hose and squirt around it. Wow.
So, like, cleaning windows is like,
it ain't shit to me. This ain't shit to me.
Okay.
I used to eat my lunches down there. I'd get up on the ladder, sit on the ladder in a bosun's chair, sit in the ladder with in the bosun's chair, my ass in the bosun's chair, leaned up against the back of the ladder with the fire hose over my shoulder, and I just, eat my lunch. You know what I mean? And once it got low enough, you had to get down in it, man. Yeah, it was, Michael Agri Services. I did that for 9 months, man. That was a humbling experience. So I've been hot, I've been cold, I've done it all, man. There's not one thing. I think I've lived the shitty job dreams. I've had all the shitty jobs. All the shitty jobs. Literally shitty jobs. I've had them. You know?
Sometimes the only good thing about those shitty jobs, though, is, like, you get left alone. You know what I mean? As long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you get a little bit of, like, freedom with those type of jobs. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm naturally have gone to jobs where it's, like, little oversight and, like, I get to do. Like, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to, I'm good.
Shit, I even worked in a... I worked in UAW. I worked at a Chrysler, in a Chrysler plant for 89 days. I got
89 days.
Yeah. I didn't
right
get
before the 3-month like full-time hire.
All right, so my cousins, like, I just got out of high school. Jennifer was pregnant. It's my fucking living in my first apartment. I took all my money from my graduation, like all the people give you gifts. I took my graduation money and put on a down payment and paid 2 months rent in my first apartment. And I got a job. My cousins got me a job. My cousin Chris was a maintenance tech there, you know, a maintenance guy at the Chrysler plant, and my cousin Brian was a shop steward. You know what I mean? He worked back in the ink department. What we did there was we printed the fake leather material on that foam backing is what we did there. It was these big old long machines, and this styrofoam would come off and and heated vinyl, and they combine together, and then they go through these ink rollers, and it would print like a faux leather on there. You know what I'm saying? And then they would adhere that to, then another factory would adhere that shit to seats and interior door panels and shit. Well, I was working on this fucking machine, and my cousin, the company guys did not like my cousin at all. Like, they couldn't stand him. So they were always, he was on a different shift than I was, but they knew they knew my two cousins worked there. So I got hazed relentlessly and by the other guys in the union because I was low man on the top. There was nothing I could do about it.
I just don't see you putting up with that for too long, though, TJ.
Like I said, 89 days. I didn't make my 90 days. Well, one night we were in there working, and it was usually 3 guys on a machine. There's a guy, the inker, then you got the loader, and then you got the tender, and I was a tender. So this machine, there was a lot of static electricity. They had these huge, giant rolls of foam, like 1/8 inch, 3/16 fucking foam, and when they'd come in plastic fucking bags from China, and you'd stick them on in the center, and they'd be like, dude, I'd say they were 4 or 5 foot around, 6 foot around, big ass rolls of styrofoam. They weren't heavy, but there was a lot of static electricity, a huge risk of fucking blowing up. And you should have 3 guys, but I was having to do the tender's job and the loader's job, and fucking they kept putting this one kid, they kept taking this one dude off the forklift that was taking the finished material away. I was having to move shit with the forklift too. So what they were trying to do, they were trying to get me to fuck up and shut the machine down, is what they were trying to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? But, I mean, this fucking company guy walks over, fucking gives me a rash of shit, and I told him, I kind of cussed him out. I'd had enough at that point. I had enough. You know what I mean? I had enough. So what I did was I tried to goad him into hit me, but he wouldn't. I didn't spit on him or nothing, but he used to wear pocketed shirts all the time, like polo shirts or button-ups, and he'd always have a pocket protector with like his little rules list and a couple of pens and, a tire gauge and like fucking a microscope, fucking dick licker. But I grabbed that pocket protector and ripped his fucking pocket off his fucking t-shirt. And they escorted me out, man. Yeah, I didn't make it, dude. I didn't make it. It was bad, dude. But what's crazy about that isn't why I told the static electricity story. 2 weeks later, 2 guys almost fucking died. Static electricity, that machine that I ran for fucking almost 90 days actually blew up one day because of static electricity.
Really?
Yeah. Blew up, caught these guys on fire. 2 of them they both had skin grafts. One of them almost passed away. They were both in the hospital for months. That could have been me.
Yep.
Damn, dude. That's fucking...
Good thing I ripped that dude's fucking pocket off his shirt, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking douchebag. Fuck you, Greg, wherever you are, bitch.
Oh, this tire gauge.
Yeah, you fucking bitch. Piece of shit. Yeah, man. I've had some fucked up fucking jobs, man. I've had some fucked up jobs. I've had some good jobs, too, but I've had some fucked up jobs. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I had some decent jobs. I did slate and copper roofing for like 3 years in between window cleaning. Like my window cleaning season would end, and I jumped on with this guy. And I really got into doing like standing seam copper roofs. I really liked doing that.
Yeah.
That was a fun job. That was like, honestly, if it had paid better and that, I'd probably be doing that right now. I liked it the most out of everything I did.
Right.
I just thought it was fun. Working with copper was just like the end product, you know. Someone pays fucking $150,000 to do their roof in copper, and you're like, well,
it's high-end shit there.
Fucking home improvement, fucking building shit. I like even doing shit around the house, like doing like carpentry jobs, drywall jobs around the house. I'm like, oh fuck you, man. Like I got drywall work to do here. I got trim to put up. I don't want to do any of it. I fucking hate doing that shit anymore. I just fucking... Yeah. It used to relax me, and I used to enjoy it, but over the years, I'm just like... now it just irritates the fuck out of me. You know what I mean? It's like, motherfucker. Yep. You know what I mean? I got to do all this shit. All this figuring and ciphering and shit. Now, if I could... to be honest with you, there's a guy here in town that does, like, oak stairways and banisters... and fucking, you know, shit like that, finish jobs on houses, like trim jobs and shit like that. If he was hiring somebody and he'd hire me and I would go work for him, I'd quit window cleaning today.
Yeah, like doing finish work.
Yeah, finish work. But
finish work is the best type of work.
But I'd want to work under him for a few years. I would quit this job and go work for him because the dude is unfucking believable. He was my substitute. Jason knows him, Dave Copperette. If I could go work for Dave, I would go work for. He's an awesome fucking finish carpenter, man. I always wanted to work with him. I would quit today. Fuck it. Pay me $25 an hour, I'll go today. Wouldn't bat an eye. Later, bros. And
I think that
he could get it. He could get it. He's like I said, awesome ass finish carpenter. Just a fucking beast. Just a beast, man. I wish Jason, I don't know if Jason's still watching that, but Dave Comparetti, he's a cool dude, man. Comparetti, he was a cool dude, man. He has one of those super rare, all original split window Corvettes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got one of those.
Split window was only like 1 year.
Yeah.
Those are valuable as hell.
Yeah, he's got one of those mint condition, like fucking, you know, all original. He's a cool ass dude, like a hippie dude. Wears those like those Walmart fisherman's hats. They're like $5. They're round, and they're like red or blue, and they got the red and blue band around it.
Yep.
Like a bucket hat.
Yeah, like a bucket hat.
Yeah, I fucking love bucket hats. Yeah. Dude. As I'm getting older, I'm like, I want one.
If Jennifer would not ridicule me for wearing one, I'd wear one all the time. But she used to ridicule me for wearing them when I was younger. She's like, God, you look so fucking stupid. I used to have this fucking hat, this bucket hat that used to have fly fishing lures on it all the way around it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like a grumpier old man hat.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking get it.
That shit was official. That shit was official like a referee with a whistle. You know what I mean? He was like, pull up. Yeah. Don't hate me because you hate me, motherfucker.
Yeah. I know. I'm finally getting to the point in like age where I'm like, if I fucking like something, even if it looks stupid, I don't give a shit. I'm just like, I'm doing that.
Yeah, I worked in He lives over by Furry. I don't know what she's talking about.
The carpenter dude, probably.
Oh yeah. He lives over by Furry School. Yep, he does. The slaughterhouse I worked in was pork, man. I couldn't eat bacon or sausage or pork chops or any pork product the whole time I worked there. You can ask Jen this. I didn't eat no pork chops, sausage, bacon, nothing for like the whole time I worked there. Like I just couldn't fucking do it. Once you run one of those electric knives or one of your hand knives through a fucking abscess, oh my god, that mint green foul stench. Oh my god, it's so bad, dude. You'd have to shut the whole fucking line down, wash everything had to be washed, thrown away. You had to start all over again. That fucking sucked. I fucking hated it.
That blows, man.
I fucking hated it, man. Jason worked there. Jason used to push hogs there.
Yeah, you two were talking about this when we drove from fucking Ohio to fucking Branson.
Yep.
I remember Jason saying he worked there for a while, right?
Oh, yeah, Jason worked there. Jason made it.
There?
Huh?
Did he get you the job there? Like, if someone got him...
No, I got the job through a temp service, but Jason did put the word in for me. I ended up getting really fucking sick, man. I got, super sick there. I think salmonella or some shit. I got, dude, I couldn't... Oh, it was so bad, man. So fucking bad, dude. So bad. But it was a cool job. It was a cool experience, man. You start out with a knife. Like, I'd say about, 12 inches long, 12 to 14 inches long. It was about that long. I don't know. Yeah, about that long. And it would be like an inch and a half thick. And by like a month and a half in, your fucking knife was whittled down to like this. Like you sharpen it so, you sharpen the knife so much. There's guys in there with knife blades that were started out this wide and they're like this thick. When I quit there, my mom, I think, may still have my knives, my knife, my steel, and my ceramic in her barn behind the house. But my knife was real super thin when I left. Fuck that job. That job fucking sucked, man. You couldn't drink. You could not drink and go in there. Like the night after, you could not do it. Like if you went out and got shit-faced and tried to work on the cut shift, you couldn't. It was too cold, man. Because your blood's so fucking thin, you die in that. It sucked, dude. It was the worst, dude. It was the worst.
It's got to have a unique smell, too.
It's got a unique smell. Oh, well, they burn all the hair off the hogs and shit after they kill them, you know what I mean? They come in, they get wet, they get shocked, then they get a fucking bolt in the head, then they get fucking gutted and they get bled and gutted, and then they get thrown up on hooks, and then their fucking hairs burn off of them, and, then they go back into a blast... Then go into a blast cooler where they freeze them, and then they freeze again. They sit and Jason used to work in that room where all the hogs were, that there were no guts, just their heads just hanging there, frozen. Jason used to have to push them out into the next room. So, yeah, it was. And I worked on I was one of the guys that cut the sections of the hog. I trimmed bellies. I lifted. I trimmed flank. I packed butts and callies, which fucking sucked. That sucks so fucking bad. That was the worst job there. Because if you fucked up and weren't fast enough, it'd shut the whole line down. And people would be fucking super mad at you. Like the whole fucking shift would be like, you fucking piece of shit.
I want to get the fuck out.
Yeah, because, we had a certain amount we had to cut and pack each night. And if we ran without fucking up, without any slowing or anything like that, we get the fuck out of there quick and get our money. You know what I'm saying? But, one slight fuck up and that was...
Is the place still open?
Oh, yeah. I don't know how much work they're doing right now because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Coroners. Mark, what would you do if... what was the job that you had that you liked that you would do if you weren't doing window cleaning?
My first job out of high school was boat mechanics, and I really loved that. I worked at a Boston Whaler Evinrude dealership, and the place tanked, but I did that for a year and a half, and then went right into window cleaning with my old man, and then he split his company up, and I did, for about a year and a half, I did auto alarms, which was kind of cool. It was at a Chevy dealer, and I, learned how to harness them up and put them in real quick. That was back obviously when they didn't put alarms in cars. It was a pain in the ass job, but and then I did landscaping for a year. Then I went back into window cleaning. So, I've never not had a job for more than a week, but I've only done a handful of things. You know what I'm saying? I've always done mechanical things until window cleaning came along. So I feel that need to do mechanical things at home now, not for a living, but for a hobby. But I don't know. I guess I would say if I didn't get into window cleaning, I'd probably be wrenching on something. I'd probably own a shop or something because you really can't make a lot of money working for someone. Even a good service tech at a dealership, now they cut the labor rates down. I have a buddy that works at Ford, and so let's just say hypothetically, to put a transmission in your truck pays 3.5 hours, and you do it in 2.5. You still get paid for 3.5. Yep. So at the end of the week, you could get paid for 60 hours and only work 40.
Yeah, if you're good mechanic.
Yeah, now they tighten the screws down so much that all the book times are tightened up where you can't make 50 hours in a 40-hour week anymore. I mean, and now everything is computer based. So they plug a computer in the car and says change this, and it doesn't even require anyone with technical knowledge, just or like theory. You just got to know how to replace parts.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different world.
Right.
You'd like the guy who owns the building that I rent. He has a dual shop next to me. He's got a 2-bay shop. He's an airplane mechanic, flies airplanes, and then he's a boat mechanic now that he does in his spare time between flying planes. And I guess the guy who rents the shop out next to me is a landscaper who's been doing his yard for like 30 years. I guess he's like the #1 guy on the East Coast for Evinrude Motors. He knows everything about them.
I bet, yeah.
It's like, he has like a fuselage in his
Sure
in his
he
shop.
does, Seth.
He like works on and shit.
Quit fucking lying.
Yeah, he does.
Sure he does.
I have a buddy that I
nerd.
went to school with, that I went to the same vocational school with, and he stayed in marine mechanics, and he started a mobile service. Go to the dock, go to your house. He didn't have a shop. He had a step van and pretty much all the equipment he needed, and he made a tremendous living. And at 50 years old, he retired. He sold the business and retired.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah, and he made a lot of money because you can get $125 an hour all day long.
Yeah. Fuck, that's dope.
Sometimes I look at that shit and go, maybe I should have.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean,
I do that a lot. I do that quite a bit.
I think about that all the time. Like I was on the fence before the window cleaning thing. I was on the fence. I was gonna it was like maybe I should go into home improvement, do roofs and siding and replacement windows and shit. I was gonna do that, bathroom and kitchen remodels. And I was like, you know what? I think this is probably going to be I could probably make some money doing this window cleaning if it's done right. This guy doesn't realize what he's got. And, for the most part, I was right. I mean, I still got some things to learn, you know what I mean? But it's turned out to be pretty good, man. I enjoy doing what I'm doing now. I don't regret anything that's gotten me to where I'm at right now, So
the nice thing about it is the freedom associated with
yeah.
it. Meaning, you go where you want, when you want. You work at your own pace.
Right.
I mean, you know what you got to get done for the day, and that holds a lot of water.
Yeah.
But it also requires you to be very self-motivated.
Yes.
Like I said, since Corona came in, next week I'll set my alarm. I haven't set my fucking alarm. I get up when I wake.
I've been not real good. You know what I mean? I've not been real good with getting up like I normally do. You know what I mean? Going to bed when I should be. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've kind of been like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's still fucking locked up except for the grocery store, really. You know what I mean? They're they're opening shit up this week. You know what I mean? So, but not everything is fucking open. I don't understand. Like I went this weekend. I had to go I went and bought that 100-foot roll of screen from fucking Lowe's, and I had to fucking wait outside of Lowe's for fucking 20 minutes to get inside of Lowe's. I had to wait online to get into fucking Lowe's. I'm like, this is the dumbest fucking shit ever.
Yeah.
This is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I'm standing here in line. Oh, you gotta be 6 feet apart. Yeah, but we're standing 6 feet apart for 20 plus minutes.
Yep.
You're supposed to limit your fucking exposure. It would make more sense to let everybody get in and get out as quickly as possible, not stand there all herded up. It's fucking asinine, dude.
No, you're right.
It's asinine.
Right.
I'm tired of having fucking mask arguments. I'm tired of having fucking quarantine arguments. I'm fucking tired of it.
Yeah.
You see that story going around on Facebook? A man fucking gets coronavirus after thinking it was fake. Karma. Have you guys seen that story?
No, I have not.
Well, yeah, it's basically just a.
What's up, Marcus? Marcus over at
fucking
Masters at Wagtail. Go subscribe, you fucks, you. What'd you say, Seth?
I said it's basically just a story.
When are you gonna go get a fucking mic, you piece of shit?
I should get a mic.
You should get a mic and some headphones, you piece of shit. Why don't you take this serious?
I have headphones.
Why don't you take this serious, though?
I do.
Do you want me to send you a fucking a microphone and some headphones?
No, I'll get
piece
a
of shit. I mean, I will if you want me to. I will. I'll take the Patreon money
Saturday,
and go buy you a Yeti. I'm going to say, I'll go to Best Buy and fucking get you a Yeti. I'll have to sit in the drive-thru at fucking Best Buy, but I'll get you a Yeti if you want one. They're only like $100.
I want one of those blue mics. I like those mics. My buddy uses it for a podcast.
That's what I've got. I've got a blue Yeti mic, yeah, you fuck.
Yeah. All right, I'll get one. I'll do it. Yeah, that's the one he has too, right? Where you can adjust all the sounds.
Yeah, you total fucking. You're such a piece of shit, dude.
I know, dude.
I mean,
are you still doing that American Horror podcast?
I haven't done it.
He's still blowing guys too.
Yeah, I am still tugging dudes.
When are you gonna come on the Firelands podcast again?
Jason just hit me up about that. I said one Sunday this month, whenever you guys want.
Well, just so you know, there's only 2 left, and we already got 1 booked. So
I know he asked me last Sunday, so I was like, one time this month. So the next 2 Sundays coming up, either one.
We've only got this Sunday. If you can't do this Sunday, it'll have to be June. We can wait till June if you want. You fuck.
All right. Well, yeah. It just depends on when you guys want me on. I'll come on.
You can come on this week. You can come on where the fuck you want. We're having Keith Age on next Sunday, the 31st. The rock and roll ghost hunter. You guys check him out.
Yeah. He's you guys have had some.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen. I can't tell you.
A serial killer.
Yeah.
Or
we're doing Samuel Little. We're doing Samuel podcast on Samuel Little this weekend, and not last weekend, but the weekend before that, we had Jeff Mudgett from American Ripper on. The guy, the History Channel show American Ripper. Yep. His great great grandfather was H.H. Holmes.
Oh yeah, the guy who killed all the people in Chicago.
Yes.
Like the 19,
yes.
He had that crazy house with hidden
murder castle. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. It was.
He killed a bunch of people during that World Fair.
Yeah. It's.
Right?
It was on History Channel. It's called American Ripper. That was a pretty cool show. Jason knows everybody. We got 3 guests lined up. I couldn't even believe one of them. I'm just like, you got to be fucking shitting me, dude. Like, I can't say nothing live, but I'll tell you guys afterwards. But you got to just keep it hush hush. But it's fucking super fucking cool. Jason's gay.
Yeah.
Jason likes touching guys' dicks.
That little guy was like the first African American serial killer.
I don't know if he's the first, but I mean, they're very rare. This dude is still alive. And he's killed, and so he's claimed to have killed like 90 women, and so far they've confirmed 60 of them. This dude, like in his 80s, can still draw pictures of these women. Like he'll draw a cartoon, like a colored pencil drawing of these women that he's murdered, and you show their pictures right next to him, and it's uncanny. It's crazy, dude. It's really? It's crazy.
And they're still digging these people up.
Yeah. He's like,
burying them in the backyard and shit too. Is that the same guy who's like burying them in his backyard?
No, I don't think so. No, he strangled all his broads and just left them wherever.
Okay. I'm thinking of somebody else that.
Yeah, but either way, crazy as fuck, dude. We do that. You just search for the Firelands podcast on Facebook. You'll find it. The Firelands podcast. It's pretty cool. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, you're a sweetheart, Seth. Thanks a lot, you fuck. I bet you Mark hasn't subscribed to our YouTube channel, have you? You fucking piece of shit. You liar. Liar. You're a liar. Yeah. I guarantee you we're going to get a notification. Mark Tanner is subscribed.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
He's going to subscribe now at least.
As long as... If I... hang on.
Hey, listen, at least you're going to subscribe now. That's all that matters to me. At least you're going to do it now. It still counts.
Hang on, I'm checking if I am. Okay.
I actually have some pretty cool news for this podcast. Next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have on Mr. WCR on himself. Mr. Chris Lambernides is going to come on. That should be a good show, I think. We're going to have some fun with Chris. We're going to do something cool. Hopefully, I'm not going to tell you what we're going to do, but should be something cool. Hopefully, if we do what we're supposed to do, what we talked about doing, it's going to be pretty funny. Yeah.
Subscribe.
Thanks, buddy. You're a sweetheart.
Yeah. So now it's going to let me know. I'll ring the bell, too. Boom. There you go.
Yep, I just got a notification. Yep. Mark Tanner has subscribed to your YouTube channel. Look, right there.
There you go. See that? Told you I'd hook you up.
Yeah, but we appreciate that. It's an entertaining show. It's not about window cleaning or nothing, but it's like, it's like the Bigfoot moment for like an hour and a half, 2 hours is essentially what it is. And Jason, like I said, we're getting some cool ass guests on there, man. You know what I mean? It's cool.
Getting a lot of.
Sounds like you're getting some really, really good guests.
Oh yeah. Jason, like I said, Jason knows a lot of folks. He he's been doing that paranormal thing for fucking years, man. You know what I mean? That's kind of his thing. He does all those paranormal meet and greets and conventions and all that shit. He's like the Thad Eckhoff of the spook world. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Dabbles a little bit in everything.
Yeah. I mean, Thad's a lot handsomer than Jason is, but, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, what's Jason going to do? He gets dealt the cards he got.
Right. So. Fucking Jason. Mrs. Tanner just got done taking a shit.
No. The door wasn't completely closed. She probably had to poop.
Yeah, so when she shits, it's all the way shut, huh?
When she shits, I leave the room.
I gotta go. Like, dude, I don't think I've ever seen. I don't even know what Jen's doing in there, and we've been together a really long time. I've never crossed that threshold. Jennifer is not. She will pee with the door open though.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my only clue. She's either in there pooping or she's using the shower. But Jennifer, she'll pee with the door open. She don't give a shit. But only with us there. You know what I mean? Because when she walks in, all 3 dogs are in there.
Yep.
Or I should say, all 4 dogs. Uriah's looking through the door. Mom, I want some ice cream or something fucking stupid like that.
As soon as they sit down.
Right. Yeah. She's like, I don't even. She's like, what's the point in fucking shutting the door? They're just gonna fucking open it anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My grandma was the same way. She'd pee with the fucking door open. It drove me fucking nuts. I'd be walking down the hallway to my room and I'm like, oh shit! Grandma's sitting there fucking peeing. Yeah, grandma peeing. Yeah.
I think closing the door is a guy thing.
Yeah.
I close fucking doors,
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, my mom used to fucking piss with the door open and be yelling at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, did you spend 30 seconds to go to the bathroom and then fucking yell at me?
That's fucking hilarious.
My friends are over. Can you close the fucking door?
Yeah, Mom, put a bra on.
Yeah, Seth, did you go to the Walgreens and pick up my extension?
Dude, that's the fucking worst.
My stool is really hard, Seth.
I need that stool.
It's red. I thought you guys talked about cleaning windows, man. It says fucking Squeegee Life at the top of the screen. What else do you fucking want?
Oh shit.
But yeah, like I was saying, I think I've got the design figured out. I'm gonna run it past Jason Lehman because it's Jason Lehman's fucking kind of idea. So I'm gonna run it past Jason. Jason's gonna be we're working together on the design together. I'm not giving him total creative control because it'll fucking suck if Jason's got anything to do with it. But yeah,
Jason's a creative guy, ain't he?
Yeah, well, his idea is really fucking good. If I could pull it off the way he and I have envisioned it, it should be fucking awesome. But we just gotta, like I said, I'm gonna see if Jennifer can use the lettering that I want to use, and if she can, I think it's gonna look really neat. And then I'll get a rough draft done, and then I'll send it over to Jay. And if Jay okays it, I'm gonna fucking, you know what I mean? We're gonna get down with getting it down. You know what I mean? So. It should be cool.
Nice.
It should be cool.
I like Lehman. I as much
Jason's
shit as I
fucking
give that dude. When I had a conversation with him, I like that guy.
Yeah, he's fucking weird and creepy and fucking awkward and gay but he's salt of the earth. He's a really good fucking guy.
He's a good guy. He knows a lot about soft washing and pressure washing, man. That motherfucker.
Yeah, he's not Jason.
He ain't making videos about it either, but he knows his shit.
Jason Lehman or Jason Snyder?
Oh. Snyder.
We're talking about Jason Lehman.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Jason
Snyder's not that creepy.
Yeah, Jason Snyder's not that creepy. He's just a fucking asshole. Jason Lehman, he's gay and all that other stuff I mentioned. But
he's Oriental.
Yeah, he's Oriental. He's Oriental too. He's one of them Orientals.
If Jason Lehman is gay, just imagine him grabbing a hold of you. You know you're going to get.
You're not getting away from him. You're not getting away from him.
You're not getting away.
He's holding you down.
15 years ago, if Jason Lehman grabbed me, I'd be fucking dead.
Jason Lehman is why they coined the term struggle snuggle. Because when he gets old, you could struggle all you want, but we're still snuggling. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
I'm going to put this beer right on your back and bang you from behind. And you will not let this spill.
You heard documents from the 1780s into my ear? Like, listen, there should be no government. Stop just reading Thomas Paine, like, fuck.
You're a patriot! You're a patriot!
The Postal Service is a Ponzi scheme.
Why is only 16 people watching? Seem like numbers are down. Nah, man. Really, it fluctuates, man. You know, we're getting further into the busy season. The numbers are just naturally go down. It's like the wintertime and early spring, the numbers are kind of high, but what doesn't change is the downloads and views. The views are always consistently between 275 to 300 views per podcast on YouTube. And then, and then that's per episode. And then, we've got episodes I've got. Some of them got over 10,000 downloads. It just depends, you know what I mean? You know, it just depends on the episode. I mean, people download it in the audio version at a rather pretty good rate. So, I mean, it does okay. It's a window cleaning podcast. It's obscure as fuck. The audience is very limited because it's a very limited fucking field. So, and we're not here to bullshit you and try to sell you something like all these other fucking podcasts that are out now trying to fucking sell you something, you know what I mean? You know, everybody's got a fucking podcast now, and that's cool, it's whatever, but bow down at the fucking altar of fucking the Squeegee Life podcast, you fucks. All of you fucks out there, bow down. Yeah. The Jersey and fucking the Squeegee Life, we are the fucking OGs. We're the OGs. We're not fucking Facebook fucking yammering on for hours like fucking Joe Hardy. We're like substance here. There's substance here. Jersey's podcast and this one, we're the OGs. Eat a dick, right, guys? Fuck you guys.
All
everybody.
Eat all of them. It's a whole bag of them.
Yeah, especially fucking Steve-O the window cleaner, that motherfucker. I mean, how much more nicer can Steve-O be? What a fucking dick. You know what I mean? Him and Jordy, both those fucking super nice guys. Fuck those guys. You guys are both dickheads. They're the nicest fucking dudes you ever meet. I was so fucking surprised. Weren't you, Seth? I was so fucking surprised. Steve-O and Jordy, the window cleanse, those fucking dudes are the sweetest fucking dudes ever. You just... Oh, yeah. I want to fuck... I hate them because of it. Like, you guys are so fucking nice. You fucking assholes.
I did laugh. I mean, I'm talking out of school, but when we were at the convention, I did see one night where Steve-O got like...
Oh, yeah. He got a little... Yeah.
I mean, he's like a bigger dude.
Yeah, he's a big guy too, yeah.
But his personality is like a puppy dog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sweet
he's
dude.
a super nice
awesome
guy.
Yeah, fuck him, though. Fuck Steve-O.
Yeah, fuck your podcast, dog.
All fucking nice and shit. All nice and genuine and all friendly and shit. Fuck you, Steve-O.
Stop being helpful in your video.
Jordy and his super awesome... Jordy's wife was a sweetheart. They're nice people. Fuck Jordy, too, man. Fucking asshole. I don't like all you nice people. You make us assholes look bad.
Stop being all well-adjusted and shit.
Yeah, that's what I told Josh the other day. Josh Cronin, a.k.a. Jersey. I ordered something from WCR on the fucking line there, and he pops into the chat, and I'm like, where's Josh? He's like, how may I help you? I didn't know it was Josh. I was like, where the fuck is Josh at? I want to fucking stab him. And he's like, and then Jersey popped up, and it said, he's like, Jersey's not here anymore. He just left. And I'm like, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't fucking stab you. I mean, I will with my dick and then give you a hug if that's cool. Jersey's
little stab
cool.
And grab?
Yeah, a little stab and grab, you know. Jersey's another fucking sweet. That dude actually gave me a shoulder rub. I'm not saying like, you know, kinda. I'm like, he stood there for like a good solid 2 or 3 minutes and relieved all my stress. I mean, not this way, but like this, with his hands this way on my shoulders. Yeah, it was nice. He's fucking
Swishes.
nice guys, man. Nice guys. Yeah.
Did you get wood?
You know, semi.
It's a little.
So, you know, something you'd want to wear, something you'd want to see your old lady to see in your boxers running around, and you know, just that half semi fucking floppy loppy, you know, that one that makes you look like you're a big man. Like, yeah, check that fucking sausage out.
Yeah, when you wake up, you're like, today's gonna be a fucking good day.
Yeah, the bratwurst, son.
Nice.
Man,
I guess huge convention's still going on, right? I mean,
yeah,
Georgia's opening up quicker than.
I hope I can afford it. That's the only thing I'm worried about now is affording my room, and because man, who knows what the fuck's gonna happen with these fucking cocksuckers, man? You know what I mean? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Who knows what the fuck they're gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Like Georgia's open now, but are they gonna close back down? Like, you just don't know.
Yeah, man. It's like fuck, dude. I just hope I can I just hope enough opens up. Because, I mean, at the very least, I'm renting a fucking truck and driving down there and getting my smoker. At the very least. I'll sleep on Mark's fucking floor if I have to in his hotel room. I'll sleep in Mark's...
We got room. I can change it over to a double. Serious.
All the four of us all stay in the same room together?
Watch out.
Oh, yeah! We're gonna have to let Kate and Jen sleep together, and me and Mark are gonna have to sleep together. Because I
don't know about all that.
Come on, bro. Jen
will hear them.
You don't want to play swords with me, bro? Come on, man.
I won't have to boxer you in the morning and sing you my parts. You're gonna get them live and in color.
Hey, listen. Just so you know, out of
snoring and farting on the pull-out sofa, like that's where I'm sleeping. I'm like, what's up, boys?
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know right now. Just out of habit, I'm still gonna fucking voxer my fart to you, even if we're in the same room.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I catch myself doing it all the time now. Like, I'll be in the store. I'm trying to figure out how do you dial the phone at Walmart. How do you dial the phone at Walmart?
You got to know the code. You got to know someone that works there. You know, I told you my brother did that.
There's a fucking phone at the Walmart where in my town that I can get to and do one over the intercom.
Dude, did you see that video of that guy?
Dude, I gotta do it. It's gotta happen.
Epic. That guy is a rock star.
A fucking legend, man.
I saw a guy do it on his phone at a Target. He connected to Target's Wi-Fi and then just went into intercom and farted into his own phone. Yeah, I guess Target. That's how the fuck they do it.
That's fucking gangster, dude.
In your own phone, but like.
That'd be sweet. See, it's not like back in the day, you know, like back in the day they had the wand and you just grab the microphone at the desk and hit the button. They don't have that no more.
Oh no, that old school shit is gone now.
Yeah, you can't do
I used to take
like
the books that you'd get and you could press the noises for the pictures that were in the books, the little kid books, and hold them up to it and press them. Yeah. You know, it was like whatever animal book you could find. Fuck around, riding razor scooters around.
Yeah, I mean, after everything that's happened this fucking so far this year, it almost seemed like a waste not to fucking make the trip down there and try to figure out a way to get there. You know what I mean? It's almost a waste not to after everything that's happened. You know what I mean? With being locked up and just to show fucking, you know, everybody to... There's a lot of people I've seen, they were doing a survey in that John Tornboner's fucking page. You know, he changes the group photo in every fucking 5 minutes. He did a poll about, are you skipping you know, industry events this year because of the virus, and like the overwhelming majority is like, yes, I'm not going. Why?
Yeah.
Why are people such pussies, man?
Well, are they going to make us wear masks at the event? That's the thing I'm worried about. Like, if they require it, the building might make that mandatory. That's
fuck it. We'll party in our suites on the fucking balconies, man. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Fuck it, dude. I'm finding a campground near Huge and drag my camper. I've been thinking about finding a campground near Huge and drag my camper up there. Whew. I mean, this is downtown Atlanta. Good luck with that.
You ain't gonna find no campground in downtown Atlanta. Atlanta, because I've been there. You don't go wandering around in downtown Atlanta.
Why not? You scared, pussy?
That's not has nothing to do with being scared. You don't go wandering around.
Henry's like, I'm gonna sleep in my car.
Yep.
I mean, he could camp out at a Walmart, but it ain't gonna be close.
Yeah.
I think the convention's like in its own like weird district area, like how the one in DC was.
I don't think Jennifer
one.
Jennifer wants to go now.
Fine.
I don't know. She just doesn't fucking like you.
All right. Well, she'll get over it. We'll
All right.
have fun. I guarantee you.
Is your significant other coming, Seth?
No, she's we're moving in together September 1st into a place, so she'll be moving. I'm moving in a month early. She's moving in September 1st. So
are you flying down there, Seth?
Yeah, I mean, because I'd have to take too much time off if I fucking drove. It's like, I don't know, 20 hours of driving.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to fucking pick your whole ass up from the airport in Ohio again. That fucking sucked.
Yeah, where we almost died after we were driving back.
But did you die?
No, we didn't. But I saw the nervous look after you made the epic move you made. You were like, oh shit. Like
I mean, dude, we almost fucking died right there, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We was close to death on that one, boy. That was not a good look.
Any of Ohio yet, and I'm gonna die in this fucking F-150.
Yeah, I got airbags, dude. We'd have been fine.
We would have been fine. That car would have been. They would have been dead.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah, the back seat would have been. The bumper would have been in the front seat. I'd have fucking.
What was that, like a Geo Metro or something?
Yeah,
shit?
no, it was like a fucking like some kind of Honda, but I would have fucking tizzodled that motherfucker, boy. Woo!
Oh, yeah. 75. So yeah.
We was rolling like 80, 85. We was rolling. We was rolling in the F-150. Them big 22s was moving, boy. Kadoosh!
That airport was easy to navigate on my end, though. Like, a lot of times you land somewhere and you're like, the airport's like all fucking convoluted and obnoxious.
Everyone says that about that airport, that it's really
Cleveland?
easy. Yeah.
Cleveland's a great airport. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like flying in Fort Myers or Fort Lauderdale, kind of the same thing. You know what I mean?
I can tell you this. For Florida, you never want to fly into Miami International.
No, it sucks.
Okay? And the Broward Airport, Fort Lauderdale, it's pretty shitty too. But Palm Beach, you'll pay more to get into Palm Beach. It's a smaller airport. Mm-hmm. It's almost as easy as Cleveland. Cleveland's a great airport. I mean, you get there, you get on the bus, you get to the rental place. Uh-huh. It's like you don't need to, literally.
Yeah, you
no
don't do shit. Yeah.
No, it's a good airport.
Logan in Boston sucks. I hate fucking Logan Airport.
Yeah, I've been there.
It's like nobody can pick you up. You know what I mean? It's like almost impossible to get picked up at Logan Airport.
How much fucking money do you need for that smoker to make it happen?
Money for what?
The smoker.
That money's nothing. They ain't charging you nothing.
What a bitch.
Okay.
Do I put the
$1,500?
That's
what it's worth.
I got. Okay, bitch.
No, look.
Okay, bitch.
Here's the deal with the smoker. It's the cabinet I picked up at a restaurant. Okay, and I bought everything to turn it into a smoker because I was going to build a second one for myself, and I never did it just because I'm like I've been using my propane smoker for 12, 14 years.
Can I use the regulator that I have already?
It'll have everything on it already hooked up. All you got to do is put a propane tank.
Well, what's the point in... What was that, Seth? Was that fucking Fireball?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Sweet, bro.
I keep my fridge stocked at work with Fireball, Bud Lights, water, and Gatorade. So water and Gatorade's for during the day, Bud Light and Fireball's for when I get out of work.
Nice. Jesus, dude. What a fucking loser.
Savage.
Savage-ass loser. But I'm saying I've already got a propane regulator and a burner. That shit won't work?
No.
No? All right.
No.
All right. No. Whatever. Then.
It's going to be...
My regulator...
I'm going to cook it before you get it.
What?
It's going to be seasoned. It's going to be seasoned and ready to go. Oh, yeah.
It better be worth me driving down there. That's all I gotta fucking say, you cocksucker.
How first Atlanta from you? Is that 15, 16 hours of driving?
Not that bad. It's about 10.
Well, I know yours is like 9 or 10, right?
Yeah, about 10. Yeah.
What's yours, TJ, to get there?
I don't know. I'm gonna check right. I'm gonna Google it right now, dude.
It's gotta be like 18 hours.
No fucking way, dude. You're fucking high, dude.
Okay.
Tch, 18 hours. What a fucking homo. Dude, I don't know if you could be. Man, I could make it there in 10 hours, dude.
Well, then that's it. Really?
Yeah.
That's all it is?
Yep.
Holy shit. Because Atlanta's, for me to get to Myrtle Beach is like fucking 13 hours?
10 hours to get to that bitch, bro.
Way too far north.
It takes longer to get to fucking Missouri than it does to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna be fucking Rizzoling, my dude. I drove to North Kakalaki and back in one day to give this fucking sawn off piece of shit a fucking dog he won't stop sending me fucking videos of. Like, I drove fucking 40 hours to fucking get rid of the cocksucker. I don't want a fucking video of it every fucking
Let me get
day.
my violin.
This motherfucker drove up the night before, got a nice hotel room with a hot tub, was pinching Mrs. Tanner's cheeks and shit all night, and I'm having to fucking drive, me and Jen gotta drive down like a couple of savages at 14 hours straight one way, cocksucker.
You remember? Yeah, you guys.
With a Labrador puppy in the back of a Honda Civic.
Oh, super fun.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Fucking 100-pound fucking Momo in the back of the car. Roar, fucking freaking out.
We get out of the car, and I was like, uh-oh, TJ's pretty tense right now.
Oh, dude, I wanted to fucking kill Jen.
Well, remember, I was asking people if they knew Joe Hardy because we were in his neck of the...
Yeah, that's right. He was asking these people in this park, do you know who Joe Hardy is? I'm like, what the fuck? It was fucking great. It was great. But like Jennifer said today, she's like, I'm so glad we gave that dog to Mark.
Dude,
Yeah, it looks like he's happy.
Oh, yeah, that's Mark's fucking best buddy in the whole, his ice pop, dude.
Dude, he is. I mean, he's right here right now.
Yeah,
he's hanging with me right now, dude. The only thing is, dude, he is obsessed with two things. Okay? If I open the door of the truck or the side-by-side, he's fucking in there and he ain't getting out until you take him for a ride. Last time we went riding, the bike was on the trailer. Okay? And the door's barely open on the trailer because it's not much. The bike's almost as wide as the trailer. So, dude, I put the bike on the trailer. I go in the back to get some gas cans or whatever, and he's sitting in the fucking front seat. Just like, I ain't getting out of here until you take me for a fucking ride. You know? I mean, or my Super Duty, my big, tall Super Duty, that motherfucker launches from 10 feet out, and he hits the fucking seat every time. Boom. Okay, let's go. Let's go. You know? I mean, honestly, 10 years ago, when I was more open to shit, I would have brought him to work with me because I don't even need to put him on a leash no more. He would just hang with me the whole fucking time. Right. You know? But, no, he's a lot of fun. You know, and I really appreciate getting them from you.
Yeah, whatever, cocksucker. So, yeah, next week we're going to have Chris Lambrinides on. That should be fun. We're going to kick ass on podcasts, as much as we can. There's going to be a Patreon shirt unveiling here soon. For the patrons for the July 4th. I'm going to try to get them to you. I want to get them to you like the week before the 4th of July. So if I get them to you too early, I want to, it's got t-shirt time. I want it to be real crisp for the 4th of July for you. That way you all have to wear your Patreon Squeegee Life fucking t-shirt and post pictures on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm rocking the shit out of that shirt.
Need to get him into the hands for the convention.
Ooh, watch out! His whole face turned red. It might have been shit.
I had to push it harder so I could fucking make some more noise. I wanted to be loud enough. Well, it'll be 4th of July, so and the huge convention is in fucking August. These Patreon shirts are just for Patreon members. So if you're a Patreon member now, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. I'm gonna give you like if you ain't paid by June, if you ain't paid by June, you ain't getting one. So you got like a week. So, there's like 20 guys that are getting one. Mike 15 actually, because there's
That's TJ's imitation of a big block. Ice cold starting up. Where else are you gonna get this? You know what I'm saying?
I know. Where else are you getting these gems from?
Yeah, quality.
I get them every morning.
This quality fucking content. This quality content.
I proved my
Dude, I told you I was at one of my wife's. She was working for this company retirement party for some dude, and she's like, "We got to go to this retirement party." I don't even remember that. It was at a fucking banquet hall, and I was like, "I got to wear fucking like nice clothes," and she's like, "Yeah, I really want you to go." Okay. So I meet this guy, Brett. He sits at our table. Everybody has assigned seating. This fucking waiters and ties and suits and everything, right? So we're all sitting there, and they were serving dinner, and, all of a sudden I see this fucking microphone coming around, right? And, like, you'd hear ding, ding, ding on the glass, and someone goes, "I just want to say something nice about, whatever his name was, And all of a sudden, dude, like half hour later, that microphone gets put in front of me. Well, right as soon as it gets put in front of me, someone did some shit, made a toast and distracted everybody. So I'm just sitting there and Kate's like, "You're supposed to say something." And I'm like, "I don't even know this fucking guy. What am I supposed to say? Great party?" You know what I'm saying? So I'm just sitting there, and I had all those farts recorded on my phone. So I slide the microphone under the table and grab my phone, and I'm sitting there scrolling, and dude, and it was so fucking loud. I set a fucking fart off, right? And the guy Brett sitting next to me goes, "Dude, did you just shit yourself?" I'm trying not to laugh, but I go put the microphone back on the table. Just then, this fucking woman that worked there snatches the fucking microphone off the table. Everybody was looking around like, where did that come from?
No, Henry, I mean, they have to become patrons before July. If they're not patrons before July, I'm not sending them a shirt. There's a bunch of guys that signed on to be patrons for like really low amounts, which is cool. I don't mind. But then they like dipped, and I was just getting ready to send them their cards. I'm not giving you a card if you've only been a patron for 1 month. So,
We're not talking about a lot of money here, guys.
Still waiting on my card.
Well, you're a piece of shit. You ain't getting one. Mark ain't got one neither.
No.
Oh, good. Well,
your cards will be given to you in person, so you can just hold your horses on there, fuckface.
I'm taking mine to the ATM, see if it'll kick out some cash.
It will, bro. But yeah, we'll be back next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Chris Lambrinides. That ought to be a good podcast. In fact, I know it's going to be a great podcast. And, make sure you like and subscribe and or download this shit on iTunes or listen to it on Spotify or Podbean and all that good shit. And we'll see you guys again soon, right?
Peace.
Peace.
See you guys soon.
Later.
Be safe.